This is the Rocket Haven map showcase, where I'm going to show you the final version for the Rocket Haven map. So this map is, you might be able to tell from the name, all map all about rocket jumping. We have so many different ways to rocket jump from place to place on this map, as well as ways for players who aren't, the best at rocket jumping to also still be able to access those places. So for example, we have this little staircase here that will help take you up to the second floor. And if you also notice, I have placed water as well to help cover sightlines, but not, but this way, people who want to rocket jump across like this aren't hindered too much. So like, for example, these walls here. Rocket jumping over these walls is a bit harder, right? You have to kind of choose to go mostly up. You lose a lot of the horizontal momentum. Whereas here, I don't have to worry about it. I can just kind of blast through the water like this. So we utilize water in its property of the sightline covering while letting players go through it to help block sightlines more. It also helps prevent players from camping on top of areas like up here, so that they can't just be shooting missiles down from above the entire match and not really engaging with the rest of the players and the rest of the map. And that's also what these moving pillars are for. Also, more advanced player maybe can use that to rocket jump on the third floor, or they can just use it to simply jump onto the second floor. These ones take you up to the third floor as well as to the side areas. These side areas is where I've placed things like super to help encourage players to move away from the center, because I don't want because while the center is the main focal fighting point, I want players to actually explore a little, not just kind of stay too central here, especially because that's where most of the spawns are. So we've had things to encourage the player to explore. There's also mega health over there, bumping your health to 200. Teleporters here take you to the opposite side. So this teleporter here will take you to the staircase on the other side, just to add a bit of a better flow to these side areas as well. Always being able to move forward. You can also, instead of taking the teleporter, rocket jump yourself up here. Now that is the only way to access this area, and then same for the other area. For at least coming in through that side, you have to rocket jump through that side. But again, players who are maybe not that good at rocket jumping can simply take this stone or metal elevator as well. You can also rocket jump from here to here. Just a lot of freedom of movement on this map for people who are somewhat good at rocket jumping. Now this part here, we have placed a little wind block here to help prevent camping. So if you try to camp up here, you're just going to get immediately thrown onto the second floor. We have something similar on this side as well. Again, water to block sightlines and to help prevent camping. Go here, wind will push you onto the third floor. Going over some more finer details of the map, we have the spawn points over here, again blocked off by this pillar, making a relatively safe area. We have one mirrored again here. Every player also spawns with armor and a rocket gun, just to make sure that they have ample health and armor to be able to actually engage with the rocket jumping of the map and won't die instantly. Another spawn point here behind this pillar, another spawn point there behind that pillar. Up to the third floor. We have another spawner right here, getting again blocked off by this sight line here and the water behind, and then another here blocked off by this sight point and the water behind. So this way, for the most part, spawn camping and people dying on spawn shouldn't be an issue. Most people, I imagine, will be fighting around maybe this area, and if I get to the second floor, these central areas here where I've put a majority of loot. Speaking of that, we also provide the player with some other options for weapons. Now, for the most part, rockets are like the most effective weapon, but for maybe more skilled players, they can utilize the super shotgun to you jump in from above, you see someone, boom. All of a sudden you're behind them and you're using the super shotgun, not dealing damage to yourself and dealing a lot of damage. Or you could use it as a super nail gun to get a better strafe on maybe some of the larger areas. So yeah, for players that have like, mastered other weapons besides the rockets, this will help give them a way to express their skill as well. But yeah, a lot of the map is just this huge freedom of movement that you can get from rocket jumping. And you can kind of just really just fly around. So even though like, you know, rockets kind of might like entice you, like, you know, when you first play this map, you might be mostly focused on just doing something like this, right? Just going around shooting horizontally, right? But as you hopefully get better and better recognize the map with the rock and engage with the rocket jumping mechanics, instead of doing something like that, you'll be jumping around like this. You know, we have health pickups up here that you can rocket jump towards. You know, if you're in danger, you can just rocket jump yourself out, go around, and then get yourself behind some cover, pick up some more health. A lot of pickups thrown around the map, a lot of health, just to really encourage players to keep moving. We have we also have little dual areas on the side, some pillars to break up sightlines there. And just on the other side. Again, a couple pillars here just to break up the sightline when you first enter, so you're not like... A lot of ways for players to hide behind some cover up here without being constrained to this hallway. Also, again, more health over here, but I've already picked it up. For the overall theme of the level, I made it very mechanical just because I had these some of these really fast moving metal pillars. Every metal pillar has a different speed just to add a bit of visual variety, give it more kind of dynamic motion, so that they're rising and falling at different speeds and at different times. But yeah, because of these, I really wanted to hone in on the mechanical aspect, so we see a lot of metal textures. Add some, you can hear the fluorescent lighting over here. Got the elevators. Put a little mechanical ramp here. Some more of the metal textures. We put the skull and stone textures just to make sure that you know it's a different area. Which is, you know, if we go to the here, that was better rocket. There we go. We go over here. You see this wall for this side. If we go over here, same fluorescent light, different walling, just to let you know that this is you're on the opposite side from the one over there. But I believe that's all the map. I'm just going to do one final run through just to let everyone see and explore the rest of the map and see all the different sight lines. So. Yeah, that is the Rocket Haven map.